Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. My name is Joel, and this is a Stable Life. Hey, thank you so much for clicking on the video. As you guys can see, we're getting things started at the top of the farmhouse. And you can tell it's a farmhouse because there's a beautiful pool and a tractor. We are going to be wrapping round bales today. The goal is to be taking care of all of it single-handedly, and it's at this point that I'd like to mention two things. Firstly, you guys have noticed that most of the hay videos, we are all working together as a family, as a team, to get the crop taken care of. And that's kind of how we pretty much always do things. But that's not how it always is all the time. Right now, things are really, really busy on the farm. As you guys know, we are in planting season. They're working on getting all their vegetables put in the ground. And because we're doing round bales, that's a lot of hay. What that means is, since the horses are the primary consumers of all the hay, and there's so much that they need to do in regards to their farm, that I told my family they were very happy to help, but I insisted that they just let me work on taking care of this piece by piece, and they can focus on getting their big jobs done. That way they're not too stressed, because there's a lot of stuff that you can be doing, and when you're working on a job for someone else, you're thinking of everything that you need to get done that's not getting done because you're helping someone else. So I just don't want to see anybody in the comment section asking or saying that the family's not helping me with all of this stuff. I didn't mention it in the last video because I didn't think about it, and I was thinking about it after the video had concluded, and I just wanted to mention that right at the start. Gavin and Eric helped me out yesterday. Today, I'm going to be doing the job of 2 individuals, but that's no big deal. I'm in no rush. We don't need to stress about anything like that. With that being said and out of the way, we are in the 100, which is now the only tractor that doesn't have AC, but that's okay because it never came with it. And this tractor is the best tractor to use for wrapping hay and running the wrapper. Now they plan on using this tractor today. So the goal is to have all the hay wrapped by about 2 p.m., give or take. My tractor actually can run the wrapper, but I can't load the wrapper and run the wrapper with my tractor. I can only do one or the other. Magnetic mount was holding on for dear life. Speaking of, my tractor is already, oh, I'm getting a phone call. Well, good morning, Eric. How are you? Sounds good. I'll see you at the farm then. Well, look at that, guys. Looks like I actually do have help coming today. The individual that's coming is Eric. You guys saw him yesterday. He is not an experienced operator by any means of the word. Now, there might be things that just happen back here where the wrap just gets messed up or something. So if you hear me yell, whoa, don't freak out. Delicately pull back on that handle. Remember, center is stopping. If you go too far, then it's gonna reverse. Yeah. We don't want that. Come now. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, now you're going to pull up on the lever and drop the bale.
All the way up?
All the way up. Okay, drop it back down.
A little bit more?
Yeah, you want about a whole bale.
A whole bale, okay.
So just look at the bale, keep going.
Should I go slower then?
Nope, you're fine. Just be prepared for us to have a problem.
All right.
Like that.
All right.
That's exactly what I was talking about. I gotta tell you, Eric, I'm very happy with how these bales look.
They really are, man. You did an amazing job.
All right, go ahead. Give it a shot.
Should I start it or just go off one?
Nope, just keep on. I'll have to move this with the tractor. Neighbor farmer's done. He's getting it. Good. Good. You're doing great, Eric. You're good to go. I gotta tell you guys, this is Eric's first time ever driving a tractor. He's never run anything with hydraulics before. He's never driven anything with a clutch. I think he's doing a pretty great job. I'm impressed. And he seems to be having fun too. I think the only thing that could make that job better is if it had an AC. On a hot day, it gets really hot. Oh, I should probably get a bale loaded, right? Kind of just sitting here like do-do-do-do-do. The neighbor's square baling today. Hopefully, if they're okay with it, I'd like to get some footage of them square baling for you guys. We'll see how the day goes. Pick that up high enough that we can see. Good! Not to toot my own horn, but that's a pretty good looking round bale. I gotta be honest with you guys, the first, I'm gonna say 20 round bales. Steep learning curve, pretty ugly, wouldn't really be proud of them. Glad that I'm the one using them. I think we really started picking it up there towards the end. Patience really seems to be the key. If you're patient, I think that you could be a good round baler. And for any that's curious as to why we're doing this, right now we have no dry storage for the hay. So either we have to do small square bales and buy in about at least half our hay, because we don't even have enough dry storage to store all of our hay anymore. Or we wrap the round bales and we're able to store all of our hay at once. Kind of a no-brainer when you think of it that way. We do get a little bit of loss, but as you guys are seeing, we're coming up with new and inventive ways to cut down on loss with wrapped hay. And we do plan on building bigger and better dry storage in the future. All right, Eric's done wrapping that bale. I gotta get going. Out of our first roll of wrap. Time to fill her up. Time to use the Ultra Sigma. Literally what it's called. Sigma Ultra. They had Gen Z in the marketing department. That's what I guess.
I think so.
Thankfully they put a little sticker there to show you what to do. We're like, hey, you're probably not going to know what to do. We got you, Home Slice. We're back on track, baby. Just a heads up, you're starting with the downhill slope. So be prepared if you need to use the parking brake in between wrapping. Going along nice. Right when I said nice and smooth. Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll try that clip in a second. All right, now I could say things are going well. We've got that fixed. Eric and I just ate while we're working. He had a burger, I had half a hoagie. Worked out pretty good. I'm just gonna use this to mark the lower section from the upper section, so I know what's what when we come back to mark them with actual paint. Also thought I'd mention the neighbors out here small square baling. They're dropping them on the ground and then they're gonna come through with a bale wagon and pick them up with that. Pretty cool stuff. Look at Eric, he's got this down. He's doing good. Go ahead, Eric, you're good. Beautiful. There's our dividing line, and we'll keep Eric loaded. So that is it for the field, for the bales from the lower field. Oh no, got a giant rip in that one. But I wanted to show you guys, neighbor is picking up small square bales, and every time I see them go down the road with this thing, I was always so jealous. But we used to have a kicker, and we'd kick them on the back of our wagons. And as you guys know, our barns are not set up for being able to just run right in and get small square bales dropped in with automated machinery. But our neighbor farmer has it, and I just got to show you because it's just so stinking cool. So I won't touch the bales, but I just got to show you this because this is just awesome. If we ever were to do small square bales again, for some reason or another, this would be how we'd do it, let me tell you. That is so awesome.
Joel, the Applebee's is on fire.
What?
Applebee's is on fire.
Are you serious?
My mom just called me. We're out of Applebee's.
Man, that's some bad news.
No, what else are we gonna do for dinner?
I know.
I gotta drive somewhere.
How's it going?
It's going.
Looks good.
I almost flipped that thing.
Really?
Yeah, they don't like hills.
No, they really don't. Man, it looks like it would be top heavy.
Question decisions.
We'll see you, Tyler. I just had to get some bale footage for you guys. We are dangerously low on wrap. We definitely will not have enough to do all of it. So what we're doing is we're just trying to wrap the bales that need a little help. We'll put this one on. I'm thinking we got a few left, but definitely not enough for everything. So we'll see what we got.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, that's right. That's probably right.
So good news, guys, we have all of the round bales wrapped, well, mostly. We ended up getting 69 round bales was our total over there, of which, how many were we able to wrap, Eric?
60.
And we are officially out of wrap. So there are 9 round bales that are over there that we need to get on home. So we need to get the round bale wagon, which has been currently used as a water wagon for them planting their vegetables. Eric and I are gonna use these posts, push this thing on over, and then we can get on over to the farm and pick up those 9 round bales. Would you mind holding the spray paint? So we are now back out in the field. We have the wagon hooked up to the truck. We're gonna load them all up. I think we're actually gonna be taking a little bit more than 9 because there's a couple bales that are broken, and any that are broken that are close off, I might just take with me because I know that once it starts raining, those bales will start rotting on the outside. Here is the numbers for everything for so far. We have 69 round bales that we got this time baling. We got 165 round bales from this farm, and we got 274 round bales total for the year so far. So that's pretty crazy to think about. We need 302 as a minimum, so that means that I need only 28 more round bales, and then we have met the minimum. And we still have 6 acres of hay that is there. I don't know what we'll get from that, because some of that might end up going to cows, or all of it will come to us, whatever the case may be. But something tells me I'm probably going to need a little bit more hay. I would like 30 bales plus. Minimum was 302. I will be happy if we have 332. And then anything beyond that, well, then I just don't need to stress about hay at all. So that would be perfect. Before we leave though, Eric and I are gonna mark the bales accordingly to what they are. They will have different meanings for different things. Number represents the cutting, so it'll be first, second, third. The letters represent the type of bale that it is, or the farm that it is from. And then we'll load them all up and head on out. Ah! That's supposed to be a D.
Yeah, that works.
That didn't go good. There we go.
That works nice. Now I just have some questions. So how do you know if they're the first cutting?
The number one tells me that that was the first cutting of the year. And then if it's a number two, that'll tell me that I have already taken the hay off of it, and I'm now taking the second cutting. And the second cutting has a lot less feed value.
Oh, okay,
hold
on. Okay,
so the second cutting is a lot more like grass and a lot less like hay. Still good, lots of fiber, very tasty, horses love it, but just a different type of feed value.
Okay.
And then this one has, we're gonna put an X on the top because it's damaged.
All right, so right now I'm just looking around, checking for any broken areas. I'm not gonna lie, I might miss some, so yeah. Not the best at my job, but trying. All right. Oh, found one. Little bit of a scrape there. All right. Ooh.
B is the farm that it's from, first cutting. That means that is best. That is our Al Primo, as some would say. These over here, LB1, that is the lower field here where we normally have not gotten hay. That field, this is our first year getting hay off that field down there. So I want to see how that does. So I marked these so that I know exactly where those are, and we'll be able to see the results. As you can see, we actually got a lot from them, from that lower field. Over here, WDB1 stands for a field that was in a wooded area. So these bales I know to keep a sharp eye on, make sure that there's no foreign objects in them, make sure they're good, and just hay. Got WB1, which means that they are good hay, but there was a little bit of foreign material in them. And when I say foreign material, all I'm talking about is it's not entirely fescue, reed, canary grass. There was some native grasses that are in there, different things here and there that would grow. That would make the hay go from a high quality to maybe like a medium quality hay. So that's just so that I know exactly what those are. Okay, spray painting over. Let's load up the wagon. A friendly reminder, that's how you know it was my first time baling hay. I tried to cover it up, but I couldn't get all of them. The plan worked. Guys, that is everything. We're just gonna strap that load down and we're gonna haul this all out. But that's a wrap with the hay farm. Oh, get it? Yeah. I'm tired. We'll use these bales up, even though I really don't want to feed them to the horses just yet. There's really no other option for them other than to be used right now. So that'll have to be where they are. Tractor is parked, and that is going to conclude our 3-day hay event. Whew. Before we conclude though, we have our question of the day, and our question of the day is going to be read by Eric. We are currently on It's Go Time, which you guys really have been loving, which is always awesome to see.
This is from, I'm sorry if I say this wrong, Nilamail. I have, how many round bales do you expect to fit in the new hay barn?
Oh, that is a good question. So we did the math on this, and we are expecting to fit 5x5 round bales in there. Depending on how things go, we are expecting anywhere from 288 to 324 round bales to fit in this building. It's going to be a huge building. We have been making a lot of changes to it over and as time goes on, and the reason why I haven't really been talking about it yet is because things are still in flux. I don't want you guys to be constantly wondering, you know, are they building this? Are they building that? What are they doing here? What are they doing that? It's because we're still getting everything figured out, because once we start digging in the dirt, that needs to be the most sound investment that we're making for the future of this stable. So we got to make sure we're doing it right. But we're expecting a maximum of 324 round bales to fit in the barn. So yes, it's going to be a big barn. It's going to be a very big barn. And since we only answered one question last time, we're going to let Eric pick another one, and we're going to answer one more.
User DK2WV, a bunch of others. Why buy hay this early in the season?
Oh, you must be referring to the large square bales. And the simple reason is that that is when we need it. We only have that room, that barn right there. That's it. That is all of our hay storage. And when that is empty, the only hay that we can use is round bales. And we have used round bales. Not like the horses don't love round bales. We feed it to them in the pasture all the time. But it is a major inconvenience, most importantly to our clients, if we are feeding round bales through the stable. So we use large square bales. The reason why we're buying early is because we were out and we needed more. The nice part about buying early is that this is literally first cutting. It was baled a week before it got to us. So we're not buying in bulk at the end of the year to move into the next feeding season as most people do. We buy as we need when it comes to large square bales. When it comes to round bales, we make what we need, and I kind of quite prefer that, because then you have a much better, firmer hold on quality control. And I mean, let's just look at how good these round bales look. All right, good picks, Eric.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't, don't forget to hit that like button,
And make sure you're subscribed.
and as always, I'll see you
In the next one.